Well, hello, friends and family, and Merry Christmas. We are at the end of another semester and another year of ministry, and excited to catch you up on kind of the second half of this past semester. I'll just jump right in. Tess and I got to go to the Rest Retreat, part of that Worship Circle program that I was able to do this last year. At the end of October, Tess and I got to go out to Georgia, North Georgia, up in the mountains there, for a couple-day retreat. But we had a bit of a rough start. I was sick actually the day that we were traveling out there, and then it took me a couple days to recover, but really still able to enjoy it and get a lot out of it. I think both of us were able to hear some really great things from the Lord. Enjoyed some time to just disconnect and be together and have some really good conversations about what the Lord was doing in each of our lives and get to know each other a little bit better too. And it was just a beautiful place, perfect weather, beautiful time of year to be there in the fall, gorgeous landscapes. And so it was a wonderful time. Really grateful for the chance to be able to go and do that. Left the students in charge of the worship team while I was gone, and they did a fantastic job. I'm grateful for the leaders that I have, that I can just leave them with it and know that they're going to do well without me. So proud of them. After Thanksgiving break, we had 2 solid weeks of interviews for our leadership team starting next year, and we had 55, I think ended up with 55 students on the leadership team, which is, I think, pretty sure the biggest that we've ever had. So it's really exciting to see that not only has our attendance been growing this year, but along with that, our leadership team is also growing. 28 of those, so more than half of those, are new, first time to the team. So they'll be going through ownership next semester and then stepping on to teams in the fall. So that's really exciting. That's the biggest ownership class that we've ever had. But yeah, we're grateful for the semester that we've had, through the good and through the tough. We've seen God at work, and we're really blessed to be a part of it. One great highlight for me that I wanted to share with you guys is at the beginning of November, I think November 8th, I got to give the message at Challenge. And this semester, our topic was fully surrendered. What does it look like to be fully surrendered to Christ and live your life that way? And so the question I thought of was, what does it look like to last? What does it take to last? Down at the core, what does it take to last? It takes being established by God's grace. And that's something that I've been learning, that just seeing how God's grace and grace alone has kept me steady, kept me rooted and faithful through some difficult times and through the doubts and everything. And so I just got to share with the students things that God has taught me in the past, but really a lot of things that he's working on in me right now. So that was a really rich experience to prepare that. Just going through it and writing it out was a chance to remember some of those things and to kind of hear those things in a fresh way. And more than just reminding me what he has taught me, I think the process of writing it out and developing it as a message really helped me even kind of develop further my understanding of some of those things. And then getting to deliver the message was, man, a really awesome experience. The students were really seemed to be connecting well with it, and I think God used my experiences and what he's been doing in my life to really speak to the students. I had some really great conversations with some of the students afterwards about things that really meant a lot to them. Got some really good feedback from it, so I could really tell that God really used it in some pretty cool ways. But what was really awesome was I decided to kind of do a bit of an invitation at the end of my message, just invite people that, just the point is that God's grace is only effective for those who have received it. And so I just wanted to invite anybody who hadn't yet received salvation to do that. And two girls did stand up to receive Christ at the end of my message. And that was so cool to see that, even just there. But of course you kind of always wonder, like, man, what about after that? That's what really matters, what happens after that. And so praying for them that they would get followed up with. Then a couple weeks later, at our last Tuesday night during our leadership meeting, we were just sharing God's stories. And and I got to hear both of those girls, kind of the follow up to that. But something real did happen, and those were real decisions for them, and they were able to get followed up with, and they both have girls walking alongside them, helping them live out their faith now. So that was just really special. You don't always get to see the fruit and the results, and so I'm always grateful whenever God does kind of pull back the curtain and let you see what He's doing through it. So really humbled and really grateful for God to use me in that way, and what I'm learning to bring others closer to Him. So definite highlight for my year. Looking ahead, we got some exciting things coming up. At the beginning of January, the 2nd through the 6th, we go on our annual Life Impact Conference in Glen Erie in Colorado. We're taking about 52 students to that great group, so we're excited for that. And this year, I get to teach a workshop. I'm going to be sharing about how I build worship services around the flow of the gospel. Prayers would be appreciated as I prepare. And then a week after that, January 13th through the 15th, you can be praying for our BLT leadership training retreat with our new team and getting them ready to dive into the semester. And then classes start that next week, and we have our first challenge on January 17th. So that'll be coming up really soon. There's a lot to be done. In the meantime, I'm feeling a little bit pressed, but trying to trust that God will get done what needs to be done. A couple other prayer requests that I'd like to share. So Travis Bossy, who's been on staff with us for a long time, we've been working together for a long time. He is done at Hayes and will be starting to plant a new Christian challenge at Baker University in Baldwin City, Kansas, starting next semester. So we're super excited for him, but he's been a big part of our ministry for a long time, and so it's going to be a pretty significant change. Adjusting to him, all that he did and has done. So prayers would be appreciated for that. And then also just with this new team, it's really exciting to have all these new students, and it's a pretty cool thing for more than half of our leadership team to be new. But that kind of puts us in an odd place that we have a lot of leadership students to invest in and to lead, but most of them are in the ownership class, and so that doesn't leave us a whole lot of leaders for life groups and worship team and promotion team, all that kind of stuff. So it's kind of an odd situation. So there's a lot of things that we're going to have to figure out different ways to make things happen and to get things done, and kind of figuring out maybe some things to let go of or put on pause for a while. And that's always difficult for me because I always want things to just go just right. Just prayers as we figure that out and adjust to a new staff and a new leadership team. But thank you guys so much just once again for your partnership and your support, for being with us this year and going into next. We're excited for what God is going to continue to do. I hope that you have a wonderful Christmas and a new year, and just that you remember Jesus Christ through this season, and that He is the same yesterday and today and always. He's the one who was and is to come, and in Him we have our hope. So I love you guys, and we're grateful for you. Hope that we'll get to see some of you before too long. Let us know if there's any way that we can be praying for you or helping you, and we'll see you later.